Let's go, man. Let's go. We got Mario P in the building. Let's get it, man. Make some fucking noise.
What's up?
Man, shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dog. This has been a long time coming, you dig?
Facts.
And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know you did a lot of podcasts. Let me see this. I know you did a lot of podcast interviews. You know what I'm saying? First of all, this is the #1 podcast in the city.
I got you.
Number 2, this is different because I'm really one of your biggest fans. I ain't gonna say I'm the biggest, but you know what I'm saying? Because I know like niggas probably go hard for you, dig?
Right.
But I be keeping it low key, but on the cool, brother, I'm really like, you know what I'm saying? You know that nigga be like, ooh, oh, but damn that bitch off, but I don't want to look like him. Yeah, I want to know, you hear me? Real talk, like I've been following you since at least 20, like on Instagram, as long as probably like 2012. You know what I'm saying? Since you're who out here. So at least 2012. But as far as like let me see like when you do like shows and stuff like that, I'm probably at every other show.
Right.
And that's been at least since like 2014.
I remember the show I had at Crave, yeah, came to that one.
I came, and that was more recent, you know what I'm saying? But like I always play the background, you know what I'm saying? But like, bro, I tell my girl like, ooh, like Mario hosting it, we gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she be booking the ticket.
Yeah, like, oh Mario, like we gotta go get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog. So I just want to give you a flower right quick, nigga. You really the biggest. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And you my favorite. You my favorite comedian in the city. Is nobody else that can touch you. I feel like your entertainment, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That like it resonates.
I got range, dog. I got range.
But anything you do, I feel like damn, I feel that because it's funny because I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like what you doing. Yeah, that shit resonate with me. You know what I'm saying?
It's like that's really the true meaning of art. Like when you really like live your life throughout. Like live your life through. I live my life through my comedy.
Right.
So that's where it really come out at.
Facts. So we got the biggest in the fucking building. My favorite comedian. You know what I'm saying? In the city. I ain't gonna lie, nigga, top 5, you dig, as far as like my favorite comedians, period. Man, we got Mario P in the building.
What's up?
Let's start off with you, like, you know what I'm saying, like, growing up, you know what I'm saying? From what I seen, you grew up in foster care. Your mama did 25 years, and your dad, your brother doing life right now. You know what I'm saying? So talk about like growing up, like how was it for you?
Shit, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I like to start off, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to get out there have to start off my conversations like that. Man, it's just, it's pretty much what I would consider like a typical New Orleans nigga. You feel me? Well, I won't say typical because like cats be saying that they been through stuff and seen stuff, but not really. You feel me? Man, it just was a journey, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just was like, it was a lot. I had to like learn how to like adapt and grow up faster than normal kids, you feel me? Because like, at an early age, I was like, I don't want to say on my own, but I wasn't surrounded with like a lot of unconditional love, you heard me? So it's, for years, I didn't even think that shit really messed with me until I got like a little older, and I started getting relationships and like, I just, started understanding like, the trauma it caused, but
I feel like the older you get, you know what I'm saying, that's when you really you understand, you understand like, all right, this is happening because I went through this.
Yeah, you feel
what I'm saying? So
it was a learning experience. There you go. That's how it was. Exactly how I was growing up. Hell of a learning experience, you know what I mean? So it's like, I had the good side of it, I had to learn how to get along with people that wasn't my family because I wasn't around my family growing up like that. Like, I was around my family, but like, I was in foster care, like, back to my aunt and then to my dad, so it's like a lot going on. So it's like I had to learn how to get along with people that I didn't know because I wasn't surrounded by my family all day long like that, you feel me? So that's how I ended up really dabbling with comedy because like I used to be in school, which was it was my peaceful place. And I used to go there and I'd just be joking around with everybody and then I just got it became more and more. The first joke I would crack, I remember, I was in the 7th grade. That's the first. I'm serious, bro. We had to take it was literature. We had to take some literature and rewrite this shit, rewrite it over, and say it our way. Like pretty much, my teacher gave everybody a passage to read, and then we had to like read over it, understand what it was about. Like a book report, but it's not that. It was right on the spot. We come up with it during the class, and at the end of class, we have to all present this shit in our own terms. And for some reason, my shit was funny, and I ain't gonna lie. The first time I heard people laughing at me, that shit was addictive.
So ever since then, you just been like, man, you know what I'm saying? I want people laughing at me.
Yeah, shit. I ain't gonna lie, I was addicted. I was addicted. When I heard the kids laughing in 7th grade, you understand, as a kid, hearing the class laugh at you, oh man.
And I know like most people, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as like kids, like when they hear people laugh at them,
they
go with their mood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but a lot of people don't take it to what, man, I could be a comedian.
Yeah.
And like it only lasts probably in school.
In school,
for
right,
the most
right,
part. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
So what made you feel like, man, I could take this shit all the way?
I was always a comedy fan. You heard me? I was always a comedy fan. But I never thought about doing comedy until a year before I started thinking about doing it because a lot was going on, of course, a lot going on, and I'm trying all type of stuff. The streets, everything got old because I got a daughter. She's like 1 year old at the time, so I gotta get a jobs with an S, all these experiences. Like I'm trying everything. I even tried to apply for the fire department, but they, due to being shot up, the physical, I even tried to go offshore. They gave me the job. When I got there to take the physical, they was like, nah, like you got a bullet in your chest and shit. You can't get on no rig. So like the doctor was like, man, you need to go try to get disability. I'm like, man, I'm 21 years old.
Right.
Disability. Like I can work. And I had jobs, but the jobs that I had before were jobs that was like low paying. So they didn't require all that. They didn't require physicals. Like I'm going offshore. I'm trying to become a fireman and stuff like that. Like the fireman didn't get put through a physical, you know what I'm saying? Like they was like, nah, you feel me? So man, my youngest brother, he gets sentenced, and I was devastated the next day. And so I was real devastated the next day. And I was like, so I called my best friend to tell him to call his cousin, which his name is Shaq Brown. He's like a pioneer comedian from down here. And he used to tell me in high school that I should do comedy because I used to get in trouble a lot for joking, and I done got my ass whooped over it from Jocin, this girl, and her brothers whooped my ass, whatever, you feel me? So he like,
I heard that you got jumped.
Yeah, I got jumped.
Which you call a hard head?
A big hell hole.
A big hell hole?
A big hell hole. Yeah, and it was like, it wasn't the big hell, it was the hole that, you shouldn't ever say that.
Which is understandable.
It was like, she do got big hell.
What grade that was?
The 11th grade. And he was like, if your jokes and get your ass kicked, you can get paid for them. But niggas not
facts, because you think about, like, man, you putting that will in the nigga back. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna drive nigga that much to where they won't fight, and most jokes is built off truth. So, you know what I'm saying? If you gonna put that will in the nigga back, they know it's true.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They drove.
But at that age, I'm not thinking about comedy. I'm just, naturally funny. So, man, my little brother got sentenced to life, and I called my partner B. I'm like, man, call Shaq. Shaq called me like, you ready? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm gonna go ahead and get a shot. Let me give it a shot. See what's up, you feel me? So I didn't have no plans on coming back. It was just, I had plans on trying it. It wasn't no decision that I made that I knew permanently I was gonna be doing comedy. After I got off stage, I knew immediately this is what I was gonna be doing for the rest of my life.
So what's the age you got jumped because you was doing comedy?
Yeah.
So what age was it that made you like, this it? Because I know you said like man, once you tried stand up, you was like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you broke a virgin.
Yeah, it was like I broke my virgin again. That's how I felt when I done stand up. It was the year the Saints won the Super Bowl. That's when I started 2000 and
it was 09.
Yeah, it was 09, yeah. That's when I had started. I was like 20, 22, 23, something like that, when I started doing comedy. And it's 10 years later, you heard me. So my first show was with the vets, and like a lot of cats, people know Jude for hosting, but Jude is a comedian.
Yeah.
So it was Jude, Shaq Brown, and God bless her did. It was Blowfish. She passed from COVID. That's the big homie around. So it was them three, and I went first. And you know, I knew I was performing, so I had went over some jokes in my head, and man, I did a couple of jokes, and they blew. Like the people was dying laughing, like they was dying laughing. You feel me? And when I got off stage, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck was that? I'm like, oh shit, nigga, it was like you break your virgin again, you heard me? I was like, oh, I was stuck.
So that was 09.
That was 09.
At what point did you start doing like pissy pants?
2011. Okay. 2011. I was 2 years in, but I was like, that's early. And this prehistoric entertainment in New Orleans. Wasn't no comedy shows and all that shit going on. So I'm doing like, for them 2 years, I'm doing one show a month or some shit. You feel me? I'm going to find I found the open mic called Comedy Gumbo that go in Harlem every Thursday. Shout out to Ray B and Carrie B. I started doing that spot every Thursday. Then I started doing this spot at the Mason. These spots, like, you know, they open mics, you know, like, besides Comedy Gumbo, the other spots are real open mics. Like, nah, nigga, I'm doing comedy in front of comedians, gutter punks, they dogs and shit in water, they jugs of water and dogs and shit in the comedy show, nigga. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? So, it was prehistoric, man. And like, man, I ain't lying, bro. Like, just when I got with Mark had created Picture Pants, and I got with him, and he was like, man, I remember Mark seeing me in the club. He was like, man, I'm starting a comedy group, and I want you to fuck with it. I was like, all right, let's do it. And history was made from that. We had like a
so he was in the same club as you? Or?
Yeah, it was in the same club. I had some in the club, I saw him in the venue. He was already doing stand-up. And I did not want to go in there, and I had song, and that's the reason, because if I would have never saw him, I would have never even like thought, like, would even run into Mark on that type of time. Because me and Mark grew up. My sisters are the out of 13, Valence Magnolia. So I used to go uptown every summer, and me and Mark would play ball, all type of shit together. We thought we was the high boys, and he was always a funny dude or whatever, you feel me? So when he came up with the comedy group, it made sense, you feel me? I'm like, yeah, this made sense. So we started doing the skits, and you know, we got the first 48, the shit New Orleans girls say, like, I tell cats.
The shit New Orleans girls say when.
That
like the first
viral video, man. I'm telling niggas, we been going viral, man. We was the first niggas.
That shit was epic.
Period. I'm talking about like, this around the time when Spoken Reasons was out, when he was just getting bubbling big on YouTube, this for all these comics, we went viral. Shit New Orleans girls saying, we started seeing everybody else in their city doing it. You feel me? We did a bunch of shit. We did Piglet and Po' Boy. Like, we was going viral before Instagram and social media really got popular. We was killing it on YouTube. We got picked. Listen, shit New Orleans girls say got picked up on World Star. We ain't paid for that.
Yeah, you feel it was going so crazy. Right. They gotta pick it up.
Right. And then you got first 48 got stuck at at 30,000 followers. I never forget. We was ahead all the time. I did the Yo-Ho Ho stuff was a joke. It was a stand-up joke. So whenever I use the joke a lot, it's time to turn into a skit and I recycle my content. Like, I will recycle a punchline in the stand-up set and put it in a mixtape intro, or I'll put it in some dialogue in a music video, or I'll turn it into a skit. First 48 was an example of that. Like, you know, they came up with the idea, But I did you think about it, that was improv. I didn't write that at all. Like, so marketing came up with the idea, like, let's do First 48 because around that time it was popular. First 48 was popular.
Let me ask you, how many takes it took you to do First 48?
I ain't gonna lie, it's one.
It was one?
Yeah, it was one. That was one take. That was one take we done.
Sheesh.
Like, what I take I done for that part, and everything else was multiple parts. But if you watch the video, wouldn't even know edits on that part until it got to the end of my part. But everything from when I'm like, man, I think I might miss my chance come real nigga, by the time you can run straight through. You feel me?
Dog, I ain't gonna lie. When I first seen that skit, I literally thought it was the First 48. I thought it was, you know what I'm saying? Because it was so like the room and just the whole set. And it was like
the color grid on the screen.
Right.
Yeah, like it really
shout to
felt
Dub,
like,
man. Shout to my dog Dub. He drinking that wine now. You heard me? Yeah, Dub shot it. He edited it up like Dub edited the video so good to where people thought it was real. You know, I did my thing with the dialogue to sell it, but the color coordination, all that, the angle he caught it on, that's the reason why it was so good.
Yeah.
And you know, that's history. That's all our efforts. And it's from 50 years from now, people still remember that video.
yeah.
You feel me? They gonna still remember. It's your whole watching forever.
And
You know what I
any
mean?
given day, that bitch
You can go straight. It's
yeah.
it's a song now. That's the newest hottest thing of First 48. I mean, up to your whole watching. I have a song I'm promoting and pushing. It's like a cadence of like the Noise clap. It's your whole watching, some, you know.
I gotta download it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm telling you, like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm really a big
Thanks, I
fan.
appreciate
You know
it.
what I'm saying? So
Right.
when you like, I see when you promote it and you was like, it's on Apple Music.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta go get that. Like I'm sitting there driving my girl, like you a whole, you know what I'm saying? Like
Bro,
real talk.
I'm getting good reviews from the song, bro, and I ain't making no plans for none of that shit. I just go off of the knowledge of what I experienced, and I also I look at the blueprint that the other homies have left for us, like, you know, Cash Money No Limit. Like I go up, I ain't a typical comedian, bro. I go about the marketing sound like I'm a rap artist, if you know this. Like,
That's what I try to do with podcasts.
Yeah,
too. You know what I'm saying?
that's-
As far as like I feel like rap artists, you gotta be someone where when a nigga scroll,
Yeah.
they gotta see you.
Yeah.
Or whatever they go on, they need to see that face. You know what
I
I'm
look
saying?
at them niggas as brands, bro.
Yeah.
So I look at myself as a brand. I consider rap artists brands because they bring so much. Like rap artists they got so much influence.
Right.
You feel me? So I figure if I can match the same influence as them, but with the funny, you feel me? I can do it.
Honestly, I feel like I fuck with rap. You know what I'm saying? Everybody listen to rap artists and
Of course.
stuff like that, but comedians really is a different like type of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a different vibe. And I ain't gonna lie, like no matter what, I won't laugh. I don't care if I'm whatever going on.
Right.
I'm sad. Or
Right.
I need to laugh. So
Right.
for you to be able to do that, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like that's different, bro.
Right.
Everybody don't take that same approach.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So like watching the industry, because when you came and when you started, there was no industry as far as like comedians and stuff like that. So when y'all started, like watching the industry grow and the entertainment industry grow as far as like comedians and stuff like that, like take us through that and how that made you feel.
It turned me up, man. I'm super proud of everybody and just the culture itself. But more importantly, I took advantage of what I knew the future was gonna look like down here. Like all that stuff you see from the songs and the videos, that's like even First 48, all that stuff I just knew how to move back then because I knew where we was gonna be at in some years. You hear me? I never did look at us like we had a problem. I just look at it as a growth process. A lot of niggas be complaining about, you know, social media got this thing to where like it makes people feel like they ain't moving fast enough. You feel me? Like you got a lot of cats on they've been doing for a couple of years and they like, man, what's the problem? Nothing the problem. Like shit moving. To see the Larrys and the Supers, like I watch these people.
All y'all was online together.
Yeah, like all that, like super, not just the Vine, but her working these hotel jobs, working at these restaurants, you know, housekeeping, you know, food and beverage. It's like the hardest shit to do down here. And then trying hard to like pretty much find her niche Cause she used to do, she funny. We got a skit called 12 years, 18 years of baby daddy. Like it's the parody of 12 years a slave. And she's in it, her Bricky. And you know, that's really how Super got that shit off, like with the comedy, with the Instagram video. She's one of the first influencers, right? So just seeing her and your girl Jessica, Judy. I remember she used to come to the comedy show. I remember the first time I seen her was at Laugh and Sip at the Therapy and Wine Lounge, and she had her stuff on a little table. This 2013. You heard me? I remember Larry, Hog and J. Cole. When he had the Gap, when he was down here on some other business, he was still going to Hampton. And Larry like, you know, this is like, you know, on dude back, trying to get it, you feel me? And I remember him telling us, when he was younger, like I'm going to be Diddy of New Orleans. Like, you got to understand something, bro. Like, that's why I'm turned. Because it's like being caught up in the loop instead of always worrying about if your shit good enough. You have to understand that time's gonna reveal all that. You have to stick with it because you have to give people a chance to like your shit and become fans of it. Beyonce knew we was gonna like her before we did. You have to get that. You have to get that type of mentality. And the people I just named had that, including myself. You got some people who didn't see it or whatever, don't know, but for everybody to think that we not popping, man, we is. I done been at the place we own. Fire, we doing our thing. Then another thing, Katrina messed up all that and set us back. So it's not like we lacking, we just getting back to our potential. You feel me?
You just in that stride.
Yeah, man, if that shit wouldn't happen for Katrina, we probably would have been like Atlanta. You understand? Like everything was on the rise. All our rappers from the cutthroat committees and all them rap artists was getting their own shit going from these former rap companies like Cash Money, New Limit. All them dudes was going up. And then Katrina forced everybody to reset, and then everybody ain't got that mentality to really like go after it when shit get bad. Like that's the thing. Like when shit get bad, you're gonna go after it. That's gonna determine how far you're gonna get. So
a lot of niggas quit, bro.
Yeah, they
you know
do.
what I'm saying? Like
they do.
Like, but I be feeling like if you quit, like your heart not in it.
Yeah, it's not, man. You gotta like, for me, dog, I ain't gonna lie, bitch. Plan B was to make Plan A work.
Right. Real talk though.
I ain't lying, so I don't know, man. It's just I don't look at New Orleans like everybody else do. Like I don't. It's aggravating because I have a big mind. I'm not typical thinking, and that's the problem down here. A lot of niggas shallow. They don't think big, and the ones who do think big, they don't want to do the small shit. So it's like a messed up balance. So it's like I'm aware of that, but just as bad as it is, it's good because it ain't never all good, it ain't never all bad. So it's like the balance. But if a nigga say we not ahead of schedule, if a nigga say that we not on the verge of being in the city where we in the life, everything, you lying because it's like that now.
Now I remember you posted a video and you was like, man, New Orleans, I'm finished. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so.
A long time ago?
Yeah, it was a minute ago, but what made you feel like that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I had to go find, I was finished. That was the point where I'm like, I'm about to go out of bounds, I'm about to go other places, and I'm about to go, you know, do my thing. I ain't never said that I'm done. I'm so as far as like, I'm finished with the New Orleans shit. Like, I'm off to trying to be the funniest comic in New Orleans. I'm off, like, I want to be him, period. So when I say New Orleans, I'm finished, I mean, I'm done with being New Orleans' funniest comedian. That's what I meant. You feel me?
You still feel like that?
Hell no. I'm not the funniest comic in New Orleans. I'm one of the funniest comics in the South. You feel me?
I feel the same way.
Like, I'm top 10.
Like, nigga, anytime a nigga wake up and they don't just scroll, they go to Mario P. You know what I'm saying? This is what's gonna make my day good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga about to make me laugh for a couple minutes, and then my day gonna be good.
How long you been saying you follow me since 2012?
Honestly, I can't give a date, but as long as I remember me being on Instagram, I've been following.
All right, so check this out. That's like 7 years ago, 8 years ago, I think. Damn, between 8 and 10 years ago, probably Instagram came out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I made that video in 2017. So from 2013, from 2017, I was the funniest nigga in New Orleans.
It's time to upgrade.
Exactly. And if a nigga say I wasn't, show me the receipts. Cause I was the only nigga I saw. I was the only comedian I saw for 4 years straight. I saw the comics, but to the level I was doing it, nah. Like I did in 2016, I did Louisiana Fest. I did stand-up comedy at a rap festival. It was the Migos, Yo Gotti, then Mario the Comic, and then the show started. Like then Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz came out. Like niggas had me go in the midst of that. Like I didn't even go with the beginning of the concert. I went at the end of that motherfucker. So the mixture of that situation, that goal accomplished, and then I opened up the studio, shout out to Rossi. After the studio situation, I'm like, it's time to upgrade. So I went to Atlanta, and I went to going to LA, to Arizona, just moving around. And I was on my ass doing that because I decided to go hard.
So did you move out of New Orleans?
Yes, I moved to Atlanta for a couple of years.
And okay, so what, like 2 years?
Yeah, about 2 years.
What made you move back?
My kids, and it was time. I felt like, cause I in my head, dog, I thought I was gonna be in Atlanta. I thought I was gonna be in Atlanta. I thought I was gonna be in Atlanta at the time. But like, you know, you want to hear God laugh, telling your plans. So, like any other great person that's doing anything, you gotta have a setback moment. It's like a detox, cause you get ready for the next level. You need to get all this other shit from you. So that year also, I lost my Instagram. That was my first time experiencing that. All that was new, so it's like I'm dealing with all that. Like I still move after my Instagram, after they took my Instagram. So, you know, when I came back home, I had to start from experience, and I just.
Now I feel like say if you lose your Instagram, bro, within 2-3 days,
I know.
I'm about to say like it ain't no 2005, like it's so you know what I'm saying, like it's 25,
yeah, bro.
30, like I'm
at like 35. I think they took 2 of my pages. I'm at 35. It's been like a month, probably a little bit past a month. But I've been on Facebook. I started a fan page. I started the Facebook fan page, right? And I'm like 53,000 followers, and I'm doing like 100,000 a million views video on there. And then on TikTok, I got close to 100K in following, and then the Twitter. It's like, but 12,000. Yeah.
Which one you feel like spread faster?
Facebook. Instagram, I make the connections, the people contact me. You know, the financial and resourceful side is Instagram. People just trained to check you out on that. Like, it's a badge, but Facebook gives you more exposure. That's why I get more views on that. You feel me? Because a share on Facebook is way more powerful than an Instagram reshare, and it's more convenient. Don't forget that. You know this. People don't like to fight to get to your shit. That's why it's hard to get people to subscribe to your YouTube off of Instagram. Believe it or not. YouTube got its own universe. You think like you got a bunch of followers on YouTube, they gonna go to your Instagram. I mean, they gonna go to your. You think you have a bunch of followers on Instagram, they gonna automatically go to your YouTube. See, we have to. I ain't gonna separate myself. I'm still learning, but we have to learn how this shit work. All platforms don't work the same, bro. Psychologically, you gotta understand that they all are paid attention. They all paid attention to in a different way. So back to the Instagram. So Instagram, you get a bunch of followers on Instagram, you put your YouTube link in the bio, that don't mean they gonna flood. It's good, don't stop it, you feel me? But YouTube, this is why motherfuckers.
It's hard to get subscribed.
I know it is, because once you do, when people subscribe to you, it's different from them following you. Like, my subscription people are people that come to shows, book, they get active. On YouTube, they subscribers, right?
And I noticed the same thing, because if
they
you like subscribers is so much different
yes.
than followers, because like subscribers want to see only your content.
Exactly.
They follow you because just they might like a picture.
And they gonna follow you off the motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's the power of
Subscribe.
YouTube.
Like I could watch
I
could watch a video on YouTube and not subscribe because I feel like he's not gonna be consistent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. If I really got faith in you, then I'm gonna subscribe.
Yeah, that's my page because I got YouTube stuff on now. We started me a little show, but with the YouTube, that ain't no Instagram, buddy. That bitch a real network. You gotta have a team on that. It's gotta be a couple of y'all.
Yeah.
At least. You feel me? But like, if you get a bunch of subscribers, why it's so hard to get a bunch of followers a bunch of subscribers on YouTube? Why it's so hard? I feel, in my opinion, because the value in having a subscriber. Again, subscribers and followers are different. Again, when somebody subscribes to you, they just want to see your content and they gonna actively fuck with you. Like, what I mean is, for example, you know how I just say that if you put your YouTube link in your bio and you got a bunch of followers on Instagram, you're not gonna fuck with it like that. If you put your Instagram at the end of your YouTube and you got 70,000 YouTube subscribers, they gonna run your Instagram up because they subscribe. They moving like that. That's why, it's beneficial. Like if I had to tell you the strongest of our platforms is YouTube. Instagram the most convenient one.
Yeah.
That's why everybody can get a bunch of followers.
While you saying that, bro, I know like I watch YouTube a lot. I know you're not lying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the niggas who I watch on YouTube.
The main thing they say first before the videos.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
The niggas who I watch on YouTube, if it's like the top 5 niggas I watch on YouTube, I'm gonna be like, I wonder what they're doing on Instagram. Is they
exactly?
You know what I'm saying? But Instagram, you're not wondering what they're doing on YouTube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Instagram, that big guy, it's built like that. Instagram built for you to pay attention if everything going on that. Just like YouTube is. You feel me? But it's stronger. It's having 50,000 subscribers is way more stronger than having 200,000 followers.
Facts.
Right.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Let me debate that. It depends on what you do with them subscribers as opposed to the followers. You know what I'm saying? So if you got 200,000 followers and they active and you selling stuff, then it benefits you more than those 50,000 YouTube subscribers.
Because the subscribers are gonna buy your shit, come to your shows, and run your other platforms up. Doing 50,000 subscribers.
Nah, I can't debate that because if you got subscribers, bro, and you legit with the content, they gonna be followers. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be fans. That's your 50,000 fans.
The real fans, the 200,000 subscribers, the 200,000 followers you got.
You might still get 4,000 views.
No,
you know what I'm saying? 2,000 likes.
Right, you get 20,000 followers, bro. Motherfuckers. 5 to 10% of the 200,000.
They haters.
Right. Niggas it's like everybody else said. Like, you only get 5 to 10% support, but it is what it is. As long as you stack, as long as you got genuine numbers, as long as your impressions matter, you good. Your insights do matter. It don't matter.
So I said, I seen by me doing my research, it says you went to jail 18 times. Nigga, that's a lot of times, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's a lot. Like, niggas don't live 18 years.
Not compared to the niggas I know.
Yeah, that's minor. First of all, can you name the times that you went 18 times?
I don't remember them times, nigga. I don't remember them. That's when nigga was active. Missing court. Like,
so it could have been anything.
It was everything from misdemeanors to felonies. It's like, it's really real. Like, once you start, that's it's not a good thing. Like, real shit. Like they say, weed the gateway drug. Your mom used to tell you that? Boy, don't fuck that part. The gateway arrest is an arrest. You feel me? Like, I started going to jail for small stuff, and then it just started. I got used to
Let me ask you this.
The feeling of going to jail. Like, you don't want to ever be used to the feeling of going to jail because you got the mindset like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and I want to see, like,
that's bad.
Maybe like the second or third time I went to jail, I sat in jail for a week. And I came home and I was like, Man, in jail, niggas ain't gotta worry about no bills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas
It's fun when you young.
three
Jail
times
fun.
a day.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta worry about nothing, nigga. I go do that shit.
Right.
So,
Especially
like,
when you young.
yeah,
so
so
you start getting older, man.
maybe that's why niggas, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why niggas like, bitch, I could go do that, bitch. I eat every day. I
Right.
eat 3 times a
I'm
day.
telling you, that's why a lot of
One
cats.
time, I was
That-
I didn't feel like, bro. When I got out of jail,
Small man.
I came home and I had to worry about bills.
Right.
So I'm like, man, fuck, I could do jail for all this, nigga. I ain't gonna. I eat 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that bitch getting bigger. Nigga not gonna play on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on some other shit. Like
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
And a lot of niggas think like jail all day long is fighting going in there. It's Jocin. So it's
That's
like,
all it is.
Like when I was going to jail, like I was young, so I didn't really know no better. And then on top of that, I think the reason why I didn't go over 18 times, because I wasn't want to get myself out of jail. That's why I didn't go. That's why I'm saying like it really was like light on some shit, because I know niggas who was going to jail a lot, like a lot. And you understand, I went to jail 18 times, you know.
Is that 18 bonds or how did that work?
No, not like that was 18. No, it was 18 different bonds. It was probably like 12 of them, 12 different bonds. Some of them didn't require, because the misdemeanors didn't require nothing. So everything else was like weed and gun, this and that. I can't really get into it. This and that.
Niggas bigger than that. So
yeah, so it's like this shit required time and money, so it don't matter. You feel me? The last time I went to jail though, that was it. You know,
what made you feel like
it was
I ain't
4
going
months.
That was.
I think it was 6 months. It was.
What was your longest juice?
The 6 months.
That was it. I never been to all of other different prisons in different states and all that shit, different parts of Louisiana and all that. Nah, so like the longest I done was that, but that was a long time.
What made you feel like I ain't coming back in this bitch?
That time, nigga. When I went to jail, the mother of my child wasn't showing. When I came out, boop, it was like that made me feel like I was in jail for a long time. You feel me? So coming home and seeing how fast time spent, coming home and seeing how fast time went, with that situation, just looking at the mother of my child, how she didn't have no belly and now she do, I'm only thinking like, how fast time will fly if I go to jail while I got a daughter and shit. You know, I have a son now too, but I haven't been in jail since I had my kid.
So
that was it. Like,
all right, you went to jail 18 times. Mom did 25 years.
Right.
And your brother got life.
Yeah.
So, like, how did that affect, like, the way you move around and stuff like that? Just, like, growing up, seeing that type of stuff?
I don't know. I never was proud of that shit, so I never wanted to be none of that. It's just I got caught up. You know, I got caught up. Like, I was young. You know, I'm a New Orleans nigga from the city. You know, I grew up in a certain part of the city where shit was always happening. You feel me? That's how I ended up getting shot 6 times in high school. Because I was just, you know, hanging with the big boys, do what the big boys get. So it's like, man, I think, you know, it had an effect because I thought that was life for me. It did have an effect because I really thought like I would be a street nigga, so I need to start prepping for that or whatever, you feel me? I wasn't doing no lame, corny shit by trying to prove I was hard. I still was going to school, had a job, but this is what I figure I'd be doing, so I need to learn how to get good at it so I can be able to survive out here. You feel me? So I just went to like, you know, looking at and checking out the OGs, and then a lot of my partners, they had to grow up fast, so they was older in my eyes, so they was doing a lot. And then I got shot up, and then I graduated high school, and then Katrina happened, and it got worse. I started going to jail. So going through the process of becoming a statistic, it is what it is, you heard me? But that's why I don't really fuck around with my crowd. I pray to God it never happened, but I would really kill in the name of my crowd to save my life. Like if somebody ever tried to get in between it, it'll be a real problem, like a real problem.
So I'm pretty sure a lot of people
Saved my life.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people ask you like, well, what happened when you got shot? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
No, I don't want to know that story.
Right.
What I want to know is, how did you successfully get out of that lifestyle?
Oh, nigga, my kid. Like,
but as far as like
Katrina,
the streets, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be like, look, I'm on base.
Katrina,
you know what I'm saying?
Katrina. Like as far as like what you mean? Hold up.
Like you know, like once you like say you're in the streets and a nigga feel like that's an op.
Right.
Always gonna be an op.
Right.
So what made you like, you know what I'm saying? Like you out completely and the nigga ain't gonna touch you and you know what I'm saying? Cause you move around New Orleans like it's all, you know what I'm saying? Like it's good, like you move around freely and I respect that. But what made it that, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's Mario, man. We not fucking with that cause we see what he on.
I would say due to the energy I put into the situation. Like when I got shot up, I kind of backed off. Like, you feel me? And I started, you know, I got out the mindset of the street nigga shit and just started getting the mindset of like survival. But due to that situation, I had to like make sure it was closure and nothing else was coming behind it once I left it where I was at. So I just, you know, I went about it a certain way to where I ain't really have to worry about, you know, what is it called? What's the word?
Backlash.
A backlash. You know, bro, it's like, I don't give a fuck how many guns you got out here. It's about how you move. Even if you an active street nigga, like, you know, I see a lot of niggas that's in the streets, they, you know, rapping or whatever it is. Like, once you're in the streets, you can't straddle the fence. Your job is to survive, you know. So when that happened to me, I wasn't doing no comedy or nothing. Like, it wasn't my job, but you know, you have to, you know, stand on that shit when you're in the streets. You have to make sure you stand on, you know, all your business. You feel me? And you know, it's just, you know, all my homies, you know, they handle their business or whatever. So it's like I didn't have to be so worried about that. You feel me? So it's like, man, I didn't put the energy into that shit like another nigga would. Like, spend all my time, you know, trying to go about dealing with the situation instead of just letting it do what it do. And I just went about living my life normal. I didn't move because it happened in front of my door. Home on run too. You know, I got family and shit with the foolishness or whatever, but home on run too. My school up the street. A month later, back in school. I'm moving a certain way now, you feel me? But I'm moving. Like, I wasn't like feeling like nothing could happen. So I was like, you know, making sure I was straight, you know. So.
Do you still like, hey man, I gotta watch my back because you just never know.
Of course, always. And it's not from that. It's shit right now, you know? Like, I don't know how nigga feeling about what I'm doing and, you know, how I move, because down here, like, if a nigga feel like, you know, if a nigga don't understand what you're doing, then they gonna take it as a disrespect. They gonna take it as, when niggas unfamiliar with something, they automatically feel envy because they can't understand it. And then by niggas being so shallow, all type of shit get caught up in your head, and now you don't even know a nigga got a problem with you. You know, and then a lot of niggas don't know how to deal with themselves, so they'll take it out on people and fuck with a nigga who don't bother nobody, which is the worst thing to do. You feel me? And that's just what it is, man. Like, you know, man, I pray a lot. You feel me? I pray a lot, son. I've been like that since a kid. You feel me? Like, I've been through a lot, so I really had to like rely on the higher power source, you heard me? But you can't be out here, you know, doing shit and then acting like nothing can't happen. You know, like you have to understand what's going on out here. Cause and effect with everything, you heard me? Right. So, man, and another thing too, dog, I don't be wishing nothing bad happen. I don't be hoping nigga fuck with me. Cause I got a gun.
In the back of your mind, you don't be thinking like, man, this shit, like, well, I gotta do this cause this can happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right, as far as like, no, as far as like, I'm talking about like, this is what I mean, bro. So, when you leave your house in the morning with your gun under your arm, and you get in your car, if every morning you saying to yourself, I wish a nigga play with me, then I promise you, it's gonna happen. I just told you, I didn't put no more energy into that shit. Now listen, I made sure wasn't no backlash gonna happen, but even before then, I wasn't, man, I would show you some real street niggas. When I was growing up, I'd show you some real fucking killers. Man, it wasn't me, because all the real niggas that was really like that, they not here. Cause there's only two ways out of that. When you really in the streets, it's only on two ways. Like listen, you can be in the streets and make a decision to get out of them. But niggas who really like waist high, this chest high, not, you feel me? It's like with comedy. I can't turn back. I didn't get to a point in the streets to where I couldn't turn around. I wasn't deep into the fucking streets like that. Again, when you get caught up, you just get caught up. But I ain't one of the niggas that be, yeah, I was this, nigga, I was that, asking niggas that. No. And I feel like all that play a part of my karma. I feel like if I was proud of that, if I repped that shit, if I was on here, yeah, I got shot, nigga, bitch, I got hit with that blocker, you heard me? You heard me? I crab like on the Matrix and jump behind the car, went to shooting back at them bitches, you heard? Lying and shit, capping and shit, man, yeah, man. 2 cars pulled up trying to block me in. I grabbed the yapper, threw that bitch at him, they caught the guy trying to shoot. You know, niggas be lying their ass off, bro. I was lying my ass off in the hospital when I got shot up. Boy, I was lying my ass off. They had boo-boo.
What you told
them? Yeah, they had boo-boo holes lined up. I'm like, man, bro, they threw the zinc at me, man. Nigga, 3 cars pull up in a U-Haul van. You heard me? Nigga jumped out that bitch, you heard me? Nigga hit me with a grenade launcher. I dodged a grenade launcher. Slid under the car. My partner slid me his gun. I took the clip, I put my clip in.
Cause he ain't had a 30. I got a 30.
Push my mom out the way, you heard me? Get down, money, hit me. You heard me? Grab my whole hug, the kiss told I love her.
Man, they be saying, real talk.
What's up, dog? Joe's podcast.
The hood gonna love me after this.
The hood gonna love me after this. It's like, it's a brother. Only thing about that shit is, but we fucked up, bro. Because at a young age, like older now, I hated that shit. I hate that shit. But when you young, dog, you don't know, and it's like that shit is cool to you. You know, the dog, it was what it is till it happened to you.
When you young, like when you're a certain age, you don't mind dying young.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm
right?
saying? Like it's crazy.
You don't think about death.
Yeah.
When you're young. Dog, and when I got
you think about getting your stripes.
Yeah. When I got shot up, son, dog, that was the most scariest shit in my life.
I bet.
And dog,
did you feel like I was watching an interview and it was like, man, what happened? You know what I'm saying? What changed for you when you got shot? Dude was like, shit, I know it's killed or be killed. You know what I'm saying? Did that make you feel like, this is real? Like, you know what I'm saying? I could get tore up out here. I could die at any given day. Like, you know what I'm saying? How did that make you feel?
Well, it made me. I was. Of course, I was filled with anger and all that type of shit. But nigga, I was alive, so I didn't care about nothing but being alive. That shit made me grow up so fast.
Did you ever go unconscious?
Yeah, when he put me in the ambulance, and then I woke up in intensive care. You heard me? So, and then I went back out because my lungs collapsed. I was in intensive care for a week. Then they kept me for another 2 days, and then it's over the weekend because I went to the regular floor. I went to the regular floor, and that was that Wednesday, yeah.
So take me through the experience of like going out, coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Dog. it's really it's experience unexplainable because dog, like all I remember the shooting, and then I remember the ambulance. I remember a little bit of the ambulance ride, and after that I don't remember nothing else but waking up. You feel me? I remember coming back, but then going out. I remember one time I came about and I had my whole family around me, and I went back out. You feel me? It was a scary moment because nobody knew how it feels to die.
Right.
Unless you did. And that's how
you can't tell that.
Rather that. So it was like it was a life-changing experience, but it made me better as a man, period. Even now. Like I got a story I can tell people and my kids and make them understand. Like I'm an example of what I don't want motherfuckers to be.
And you got all to show like that. Like you can show your little boy like, man, that shit real.
You know what I'm saying? Already this is what daddy was like. I had to show that because I had to I told her when she got old enough, she's 13. I'm like, man, you saved my life, and that's what I told her.
Which is the same way I felt with my daughter.
Yeah,
I was going down the wrong path up until my daughter came. You know what I'm saying? When my daughter came, I realized this shit ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's way bigger than.
It's way bigger than that, dog. It's like, bro, listen. And then I was being selfish because my mom's in prison, and I'm choosing this shit. I'm being selfish. Like my mom's in prison. I got shot up. She already lost her son to the streets when he was 21, my brother, you feel me? And then my brother go to prison. I get shot up. And, I'm being selfish. She's in prison, she can't do nothing. My mom probably could have went crazy. She's home now. She could have went crazy, due to a nigga being selfish, not being smart, you feel me? So, it's just at that, I was never a dumb dude.
Which I don't feel like it's being selfish, it's more of like being a product of your environment.
Yeah, it is. I'm being selfish because I know better, bro. I got all the examples in front of me. Product of my environment, I feel like it's an excuse.
Facts.
You feel me? Like, nigga, look what's in front of you. You feel me? But you right, because they got some niggas who look at that like,
I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, it's been niggas I've been around, you know what I'm saying? Like, they like, it's my turn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm scared of them niggas.
Yeah.
I'm scared of them niggas who starstruck on hood shit. I don't
know. Bro died and he was selling it's my turn to get out here. All they worrying about is bro died. It's time for us to get back. It's my turn for us to jump off the porch and get back. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, dog. I promise, dog. Like that shit. I wasn't dog. I know niggas who got shot up and was like, I want more. Fuck that. You feel me? I'm going after the whole family, nigga, all that.
And I got one more question before we go on break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Doing that, did you ever once feel man, my partner's not gonna respect me if I don't retaliate or stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel man, if I don't get back, I don't even really.
Oh, on that point, when I got shot up, I didn't really look for no partners. I ain't look.
Did they look for you? Did they come through? You know what I'm saying?
It was all love. Wasn't nothing. It's just, man, you gotta be smart out here, and you have to move smart. You have to move accordingly. Even on that type of time, you have to move extra accordingly. So, we pretty much what I'm trying to say is there never was a moment where a nigga could be even feeling that type of way about me, because after I got shot up, I didn't involve them in nothing. I was, I just cut ties. And I cut ties with the situations. And I just went about it to a way to where it was impossible for a nigga to even feel like that. You feel me? Because they can't. You feel me? So I wasn't worried at all. That's what I'm trying to say. I wasn't worried because it wasn't no way that, I won't say there wasn't no way they can feel like that, but it wasn't no way that I can be worried about that because, I know what's up with me. You heard me? So, and on top of that, man, niggas is the reason why I was damn that died anyway. Because again, bro, I wasn't out here. I was a trapper, not a henchman.
Right.
You feel me? I was a trapper. I didn't get robbed or like that. Nah, no. It's like, you hang with the big boys, you get what the big boys get. Nigga don't want to hear that I had nothing to do with that shit. Nigga don't want to hear that shit, you feel me? But you got partners who doing shit and then they don't tell you what's going on or put you on point or put you on game and say this is happening, give you the option to decide if you gonna fuck with that or not. They'll just automatically include you by not telling you. You feel me? Cause yeah, like we cool, but that extra shit, I ain't fucking with that. You feel me? So that's how I feel like a nigga should handle it. And that's how I handle it. You feel me? Like, I ain't pulling no nigga in my situation. No shit like that. I'm gonna tell a nigga if I got something going on. Even if it's your business, whatever, like a formal business like I used to, you know? Like, that's what it's all about. You know, so, nah, man, like, that's how a lot of us get fucked up too. Peer pressure and worrying about what niggas think. Like, nigga, I just almost died. Why would I care about what niggas think? Why?
Real talk.
Oh, I damn near died, bro. So I can care less. You heard me?
Honestly, like, you know what I'm saying? To put it in perspective, you just had a bigger mind than the average. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say I never was a dumb nigga, bro. And I think that shit happened to me I know it happened to me for a reason, because I ain't think the same since. You feel me? You can really walk your way into a situation with buku trouble because of how you move. And I don't care how many guns you got. If you move in the typical, predictable ways, it don't matter.
Thanks.
You don't. You don't make it hard for a nigga. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the energy. That shit matter. That matter. The energy matter. Because that's a whole different realm of shit. Like, you know, you putting all your energy into that shit and your mind into it, nigga, just like goals and dreams. It work the same way. You want smoke, you're praying for it, you're looking for it, you're hoping for it.
You gonna get it. Right. Real talk.
Like the genie, bitch. There you go.